Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Michelangelo here bringing you another video. So what I have for you today is another Spider-Man Miles Morales video, but this one isn't from Game Informer. It's not coming from Game Informer, it's actually from Eurogamer. They have 14 new details. The title of the video reads 14 new details you should know about Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales PS5 gameplay. So shout out to a couple of you guys who let me know in my previous video that I reacted to of you know, the man himself, Najee Jeter, and everything that Game Informer put out and everything, you know, for letting me know about this particular video, because apparently there's some new footage in this particular video from Eurogamer and everything. So shout out to Ethan Castle, Dewald Van Deer, hopefully I'm saying your name right, and also Edward for letting me know about the, you know, the new footage and everything. And I'm really excited to see what it's gonna be about. I checked, if you guys didn't check out my previous reaction, you know, of Game Informer, you know, covering, you know, the actor himself, Najee Jeter, or the interview with Najee Jeter. You can I'll link that video at the end of this particular one. You can go check that out. Honestly speaking, it's really incredible seeing how Miles has grown and how Najee Jeter has been able to, you know, evolve the character in every single, like, rendition he's played him in, you know, because I didn't actually know, but he actually played Miles in the Disney XD, you know, Spider-Man, you know, animated series and everything, which I had no idea. And in that particular series, Miles is younger and everything, and now here he's like 16, 17. So to see, you know, how Najee Jeter has been able to like balance both characters, you know, both you know, different aspects, you know, and because they're different age sets of the character, you know, he's done a really amazing job, man. He's come really far, and I really cannot wait to see the story of this game and everything, and how it's all gonna unfold with Roxxon, you know, the Underground, the Tinkerer. You know, we have confirmation that Aaron Davis is gonna be in the game as well, and I cannot wait to see. I'm still crossing my fingers, and I really hope that he's gonna be the main villain of the, you know, the whole game and everything. But I'm really excited overall, guys. This game is just about 3 weeks away, so you know, we're getting closer to November, and it's honestly mind-blowing to me, and I cannot wait to play it with you guys, man. But other than that, I'm super excited for this. In the description it reads here for Eurogamer's video on this, it says, recently had a sneak peek of the first 25 minutes of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it looks set to be an amazing Spidey adventure that sees Brooklyn turned East Harlem teen Miles Morales taking over the great responsibility of being everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I'm super excited for this. I have talked enough. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, by the way guys, this is a pretty lengthy video, about 24 minutes and 31 seconds, so just bear with me and everything. But of course, you know, it's Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of information and awesome stuff, so make sure you have that popcorn, because this is about to be lit. Alright, let's freaking go. 3, 2, 1, go. What you got for me, Eurogamer? Man, I cannot wait. Just 3 more weeks! 3 more weeks! Launch yourself, Miles. It is your time. Let's go. Press R2. Let's go!
We recently got to have a sneak preview of the first 25 minutes or so
of
Spider-Man Miles Morales, the follow-up to 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man, coming to PS4 and PS5 as a PS5 launch title in November.
November 12th, let's go.
Insomniac's take on the Spider-Man universe in the original game, we are super excited to see how the studio handles this next adventure starring Miles Morales.
You and me both!
The Kid Arachnid who brings new players, new perspectives, and new
this announcement trailer to this day still gives me goosebumps.
Miles is now 1 year into the job as Peter's partner in crime fighting, and he's very much still learning the ropes. But the time has come for him to briefly step into the spandex shoes of New York's only Spider-Man.
It is his time to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
With MJ.
To Symparia,
After checking out the demo, I chatted with Brian Horton, creative director of the game, and Cameron Christian.
Let's go!
Jaden
and Kid Cudi, man, my own!
Some of the details you might want to know about.
Ain't worried about a thing. Oh my god, this announcement trailer was dope.
Fresh, and an additional spoiler warning.
Alright guys, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know anything, please click off the video now. I don't want to, you know, for me personally, I don't mind, because I want to know more about the game and everything. But if you don't want to find out what happens in the first 25 minutes of the game, just click off the video now. I've warned everyone. You good? You still here? Alright, let's do this.
After the death of his father, Jefferson Davis, in the previous game, Miles and
R.I.P.
his mother,
Jefferson
Rio,
Davis.
have moved from Brooklyn to
Miles
East
with
Harlem
Genki there?
for a fresh start. According to the development team, Miles getting to know his new neighborhood and home is going to be a major theme of the game.
Amazing.
And after
What's up,
the
Brian?
events of the first game, when his father dies, his mother decides to move them to East Harlem, her childhood home.
Okay.
And he gets to experience a whole new part of the city. That
Doing
he
the salsa,
may
man.
have visited, because it's his abuela's old apartment.
Oh, his
But now
abuela.
he's living there, and he's getting to learn.
His grandma. Abuela is a
what
grandma,
Harlem's
right?
all about.
His grandmother, right?
And so I would say that a big part of this game is Miles getting to learn and love the people of Harlem as his own. And that's sort of one of the themes of our game is fighting for the people you love.
Wow.
Sounds like a lot of people out there.
So, in the original game, Miles's dad, Jefferson Davis, was killed in action,
Yeah.
sacrificing himself to save the lives of others.
Frickin' Martin Lee.
This is probably the biggest change between Insomniac's incarnation of Miles Morales and his comic book counterpart,
Yeah.
where Jefferson
Oh my
doesn't
God.
die.
Yeah, he doesn't die.
Rio does, but she's later brought back to life because, well, comic books.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rio in Spider-Man Miles Morales
Roxxon.
is running for city council and directly opposing the definitely not shady Roxxon Corporation's
Ooh,
testing
Underground,
site in her
Tinkerer.
childhood home of East Harlem,
Okay.
which will undoubtedly put her in the category of people Miles must fight to protect.
Yeah.
But it also sounds like Rio should not be underestimated.
Okay.
I'd say that is one of the big defining differences between comics lore and the game universe.
I love this song, man. My own, I love it.
Obviously, we
The background
love that
song they're playing.
character. He played a huge role in Marvel Spider-Man, and he's got a huge impact on Miles Morales. I mean, Miles looked up to his father as a hero,
Yeah.
right? And that's his example of a hero. Now we continue that hero through his parents with Rio Morales. She's an everyday hero. She's running for city council.
True.
And by them going from Brooklyn to Manhattan or to Harlem as a way to sort of add another level of complication to Miles' life, it
Like a whole
really
change.
does send our story in a different trajectory. And I think it makes it, it sort of puts our Insomniac twist on the classic canon.
Yeah.
But we're really excited about how much Rio's example inspires Miles. It's a big part of his journey of looking at what does it mean to be a hero.
Wow.
We can look at his mom, and his mom is fighting for the people she loves. She's fighting for her home of East Harlem. So that was a big
That's
unique
amazing.
thing that our writing team was passionate about. Is
Wow.
making sure that Rio
In Insomniac we
was
trust, man.
a wonderful example.
These
for
guys
Miles
are
to look
amazing.
at.
Their universe of
Another
Spider-Man
kind
is
of
just
hero.
unbelievable.
Of course, Miles has a superpowered hero to look up to as well. The game begins with Miles and Peter working together
Yeah.
as a prison convoy transports escaped criminals to the raft. And
Rhino.
that includes Rhino,
Yeah.
who, surprise, surprise,
Hello,
breaks
tiny
out and
spiders.
must be stopped by our web-slinging duo.
Oh, here we go.
Having two Spideys on screen at the same
Woo.
time allows for a lot of spectacle,
Yeah.
as Rhino rampages through a shopping
Whoa,
mall.
whoa, 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 what is
So
this?
Miles
Yo,
is
look at
slowly
Peter!
as Peter grabs
He's
the
saving
out of the
civilians and-
way
Yo!
as comedy.
Oh
This
my
parody of
God!
Fly
Look,
By
the Insomniac
Famous
logo there.
man
Did you see?
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yo!
The direct interaction between Miles and Peter is
Oh
not
my
only
God, look at
supportive,
this.
but it's also short.
Pretzel to an R2, let's go! Oh my God! He saved a baby. Let's go, Miles.
On a daily bugle.
Yo, let's go, my
Does take the
God!
time to set up a series of challenges for Miles and
This
leave
is
gifts for
incredible!
him before he takes off. From
Yo!
that point onwards.
Oh my
Miles is
God!
Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
Oh my God! That was
Or
dope!
Actually, not entirely alone, because
Genki
he's
Lee,
supported by
yeah.
his very own guy in the chair, best pal,
Let's go.
Genki
There
Lee.
we go.
Not only has Genki lived
Yo,
in Harlem
guys,
his entire
man.
life, he's clued into Miles's new identity, and he can put his technical know-how to good use by designing suits, like the tracksuit,
Yeah, the tracksuit,
and
yeah.
even an app to help Miles respond to calls
The friendly
for help
neighborhood
from
spider
the
app, yeah?
public.
If I'm not
Come
mistaken.
on, we're gonna be late.
Catch this snow for me.
Dude, I am so filling your suit with snow.
We always wanted to make sure that we recognize the mentorship component of Miles and Peter.
Yeah.
But we also wanted to let Miles have his own space and figure out who he was on his own.
Yeah.
So it actually was super important for us that Miles had to figure things out without his mentor. But that's where I think Genki Lee plays a huge role in our story.
Oh, wow.
Because the rapport that they have as friends, more on a peer level, like they're at the same age bracket, and they've sort
best
of
buds for life.
Interests. It allowed us to continue that rapport that we started with Miles and Peter. So I'm really excited for people to get to know Genki. He's a super compelling character.
I cannot wait.
And mechanically, he's bringing something unique to the game because he invents this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app, which allows the people of New York City to interface with Spider-Man directly.
Wow.
And I think that's a really great way for you, the player, and for Miles to get to learn Harlem.
Genki could totally be a billionaire with that app, you know?
Just in case.
It's possible that Genki's app also plays another role in not having Spider-Man working directly with the NYPD as he did in 2018. A mechanic
because Yuri, you know, we all know what happened to Yuri.
Players criticized in the original game, and one that would feel even more out of place now in 2020. Plus, neither Spidey has someone on the inside of the police force to help them out anymore, since Yuri Watanabe went rogue. Or Wraith, if you will. Anyway, Genki has
I still don't think she's the Tinkerer.
an app
I still don't think
any
that.
New York citizen report a crime or call in a request with Spider-Man directly. And some of those requests, according to Brian Horton, will open up into fully fledged side quests.
The way the app works is he's created a platform for anyone to be able to report. You know, it's citizen reporting, right?
Okay.
So you just, you know, citizens say, hey, I've got this problem, I have this request.
That's what we saw from the Spider-Cat video from Game Informer.
The app, and all it does, all Genki's code does for Miles is order it in such a way that the player can understand it. So the thing that's really kind of cool about that is you can see sort of distance, how far away it is in the city.
Wow.
And you can get an idea of like, well, this is a quest, or this is an activity, or this is a crime. So we started to try to categorize it in ways that the players can understand it. And each of these things are unique. But one thing that was really kind of cool is we invested in our quests to make sure that the quests themselves actually have a continuing storyline. So as you start to dig into these quests across the game, new ones open up, and then they tell sort of a side story.
Man, I cannot wait.
Along with the main
I cannot wait.
Oh!
Whoa, yo! This is part of what I saw in the Naughty Theater Game Informer thing. Oh my god!
The perspective of Miles Morales.
So is this how? Oh, look at how he's riding him, yo! This is what Peter was doing before. Yo,
returns in Miles Morales, but there has been extra
I swear, man.
Whoa! Harlem and
oh my god!
But through the eyes of Miles
Look
Morales,
at Peter, and then he's saving people as he goes there. Wow.
Narcisse, one of the narrative designers on the game, provided a brilliant insight into how Miles' experiences as a teenager are different from Peter Parker's.
Okay.
The teenage experience is totally different in 2020, and that is reflected in how Miles interacts with the world.
That's true.
Social media is, of course, a huge part
the way he
of
saves
how
this baby is just unbelievable. I freaking love it.
Oh,
Oh, the triangle there. Oh!
It also plays a role in the story with new character Danica Hart.
Danica Hart, okay.
She's a YouTuber who ends up dating Genki. But in the game, she's been reimagined as a popular podcaster who's coming out swinging for Spidey.
What?
So she's a podcaster. She's going
I wanted to see that part.
Comment on the things that she cares about. And she's an activist. She believes in ensuring that...
oh, they're both riding Rhino. My apologies, Brian. I'm just so concentrated on the gameplay, the new gameplay.
She has a conversation with them. And she's a fan of Spider-Man. And I think that's in contrast to the other popular podcaster in Manhattan. We should be getting, I think, a clip of him today on Game Informer, because today's the 23rd. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong about that. On the same situations, and I think, and that's something else that's really exciting is we're able to take Danica from the comics lore, and just like JJJ is different from comics as a podcaster, by putting this sort of dueling podcasters, it made for an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this from the State of Play.
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
The PS5 live event.
On the subject of new
Wait, what's the State of Play? I totally forgot.
Villains. First of all, there's the Tinkerer, a classic comic character who's been given a new twist.
And in the comics, he's he's a dude,
really
but now they made her a girl this time.
Given the freedom to put their own unique spin on Spider-Man characters and stories in the original game. And it looks like that's set to continue here.
Man.
This is a great opportunity to talk about our partners at Marvel Games. Bill and Eric and
Bill Roseman,
they all are really wonderful collaborators, and they are always giving us advice. It's like, hey, do your research, like understand the lore, but have fun with it, twist it, bend it, stretch it, like take chances.
That's so cool.
So they've been
they give them the freedom to do whatever they want,
example.
you know.
Right.
Tinker's one of the most
because in comics he's a dude.
within the Spider-Man canon.
He was even in Homecoming.
Not just in age, but just it was in the third very early comics. So
working with Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture,
and they were extremely open to the ideas we had to make a younger, more futuristic, version of the Tinker, who's actually on the front lines versus just behind the scenes making weapons. So that's what I would say is it's a tremendous amount of fun to dive into that very deep roster and bench of Marvel characters, but find the ones that really serve our story and serve Miles' journey. And that's really what it comes down to, is like, who are the best characters that can provide that pressure, that push and pull to make our story resonate.
And to make Miles grow, more,
in common with the Elijah Stern version of the character, because, I mean, he was fired from Roxxon, but he also had interaction with Aaron Davis. See, I'm getting into the weird, like...
Oh, he did? Aaron Davis, okay. Miles' ankle.
Let me just compliment your knowledge. I mean, we did a lot of research on what the character would be, and without getting too spoilery, I would just say every single decision we made on this character was to ensure that it had some of the ingredients that we loved from the first Spider-Man game, which was villains that were complex and nuanced and had motivations and heroes of their own story.
Amazing.
So that was a big motivator, is making sure our villains felt rich and had a full arc themselves. So that's where I'll leave it there.
Oh, okay.
I knew I wasn't going to get an answer on that, but I had to dig anyway.
I know that.
If you don't know who Aaron Davis is, do not worry, we'll
Miles'
get to
uncle
him in a second. So this incarnation of the Tinker,
he's definitely in the game. He's
of a
confirmed to be
new
in the game.
high-tech criminal army called the Underground, who oppose the Roxxon Corporation.
They want the new form.
Ideologies beyond that remain a mystery for now. On the Roxxon side of things, their public-facing arm is being headed up by a man named Simon Krieger, voiced by the one and only Troy Baker.
Really?
So can we talk a bit about
We got
Simon
Old
Krieger?
Man Joel in here.
He's a character in the comics, but he's not a hugely recognizable one.
Sam Drake,
more
let's
closely tied
go.
with Iron Man. Would it be safe to say you guys are putting your own spin on him? Are you? Why did you choose him specifically?
Well, we did a lot of research on Roxxon, and we were looking for a character that was going to tie to our main, I guess the driver of the plot, right? And so New Form was one of these things that we did research on, and we twisted what New Form was.
Okay.
New Form in our game is this clean, renewable energy, very powerful energy source. And we were looking for characters in the Roxxon family for that. And Simon Krieger has a connection to New Form. So we just did a little bit of change and twist and put our Insomniac flavor on it. And we thought that was, let's create this aspirational kind of, character that is trying to profess this is the future of energy, and here I am out there, and I'm gonna make
everything better,
energy for the world. So that's the pitch, right? And what we can see very clearly, anyone can sort of peek through that veneer, and you see that there's something not quite right going on. So Simon Krieger, we wanted to bring a certain level of charisma, but also something underneath all of that you're not quite sure what's going on.
I can't wait to see Troy Baker's performance, man.
To be able to bring Troy Baker in to interpret that character, and I think he brought with all of his talents, was able to bring a very complex and nuanced character, but also someone that has a tremendous amount of charm and smarm at the same time.
Wow, okay.
To bring what we think is a like you're saying, not a well-known character, but someone.
Yeah, he's not really that well-known, unless like you're a hardcore comic book reader.
Roxxon is going to be a big adversary for Miles, by the looks of things, and the company
I don't know if he's appeared in any animated Spider-Man,
to develop ways of combating his unique set of powers. According to game director Cameron,
the number of times I've watched this.
Learns of his
from the PS5 live,
starts designing
live show showcase,
for example,
live event rather.
The enemies, which is a Roxxon shield guy, and if Miles bioelectric venom punches in, they can absorb it into the shield and redirect it back.
Really?
So we are pushing the high.
Okay, so they
of them and their reaction to Miles as he's growing up this year.
Because it's too OP. The Venom Blast is too OP, man. So they. Oh wow. Okay.
First, let's go back to Aaron Davis quickly. Also known as Prowler, Aaron is Miles's uncle.
Yeah, of course.
A career criminal who.
Fingers crossed he's the villain of this, like main villain rather.
For pretty much every incarnation of Miles as Spider-Man, he's a huge part of his evolution.
True.
Which you might already have gathered, even if you don't follow the comics, if you've watched Into the
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Anyway, he's yet to be officially.
He was played by Mahershala Ali. Yeah. Who is Blade now?
Very brief mention mentioned during a cutscene. And although Brian and Cameron didn't really want to talk too much about him during our chat, it seems like his existence in
it's extended. I never saw this. I don't think I saw. Prisoners come out.
Story posted in late June that was very
Let's go.
removed. Face model and voice actor for Miles, Najee Jeter, shared some very energetic takes from a session where he's talking to Mr. Davis.
I better check in.
Yes, this is what I was talking about.
He's like, yeah.
Mr. Davis? Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Davis.
There you go.
How are things looking now?
From his Instagram. I knew it.
Hey, Mr. Davis. How are things looking now?
I like the A of those two. That's perfect. And
oh, is he dancing? That is so cool.
I don't think the next one is for a while.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Hey, Mr. Davis. How are things looking now?
Presumably,
whoa, look at that. Happy, what? Did I say happy holidays?
Oh,
L2 and R2. Oh my god, man. This is incredible.
Mentions him checking in with an Uncle Aaron. So that's pretty cut and dry confirmation if you ask us.
Look at Rhino and the way he's running. Peter is on top of him there.
Here in Miles's life and how that will fit into
and he throws a sign at him. I saw this in the Game Informer Najee Jeter interview.
I'm a count us lucky.
Count you incredibly lucky. My god, Rhino just keeps going.
From the snippets of gameplay that have been released of Spider-Man Miles Morales so far, some fans have noticed that his swinging style
it's totally, yeah, true.
It's actually
they nailed it. That
like
reverse dive bomb
into the Spider-Verse.
In a way, yeah.
Maybe comes
flailing around everywhere.
Less coordinated, but is so full of personality. Is that kind of a way of having a newer Spider-Man without negatively impacting the gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it right there. It's like the whole story and even gameplay is about his growth and learning to be a Spider-Man. And him and the player going on that journey together.
Wow.
And so, you know, James Ham, who's the senior animator on
oh yeah, I follow him on Instagram.
Of getting not only the traversal animals to feel like he's not quite sure, he's a little, you know, gangly and trying to figure out how to do this. And both the traversal and combat moves really sold his like, hey, I'm just trying to figure this out and I'm learning it. I don't have any experience, while still keeping everything feeling tight and awesome controls-wise.
I'd also say it's a part of his style and expression. And Cam and I talked a lot with James about what do we want to double down on? What do we want to improve? Or at least push forward. And tricks were...
How do you innovate, you know?
Cam and I are huge fans of manual tricks because as you're swinging through the city, it's
oh my god, look at this, guys.
So you'll see a whole suite of new tricks deep into the system. That
Rhino knocked the heck out of that truck, man.
Talks about the joy.
That one too.
You are 17 years old. You have these tremendous new powers.
Jeez.
What are you going to do while you're swinging around? You're gonna express yourself, and part of the be yourself is Miles figuring out, hey, I've got my own style, my own flavor, and that comes through.
That is so perfect, man. Oh,
this spider.
Oh yeah, when Peter was down.
I would like to exchange for new one.
A lot of people were upset at the fact that Rhino took down Peter, because I mean, Peter took down
this one will do.
Scorpion and Rhino at the same time. But the way I see it, you know, you can't win every battle, you know? He was put in a situation maybe that he couldn't handle, and Rhino may have gotten the hell. Oh my god! I'm gonna talk in a sec. Oh my god. Oh, he knocked him the hell out.
In the comics, Miles has a couple of abilities that Peter doesn't.
Camouflage,
First,
Venom Blast.
His Venom Punch,
yeah,
which
Venom
Miles
Punch,
discovers near the beginning of the game while trying to protect a beaten Pete.
Oh, it's extended.
Actually doesn't contain any venom as a side
Oh my god!
Bioelectricity that Miles Morales co-created.
So that's how they end up in here. Oh my god.
Likened to getting kicked in the nuts. Fun fact.
Damn.
Anyway, Venom Punch causes Venom Stun to enemies on impact in the game, and those stunned enemies take bonus damage from basic attacks. Venom Punch costs Venom Power to perform, and you build that by attacking or dodging.
Yeah.
It's powerful, but according to Cameron Christian, it won't make Miles invincible, as his enemies will find a way of countering
Yeah, what they mentioned about how the, you know, the underground can absorb.
Miles also has camouflage.
Yeah, that's gonna come in handy though.
Means he can render himself invisible for short periods of time. During our demo, we saw that it runs on a short timer once activated.
Yeah, like there's a bar at the top there, as you can see.
Choose your moments to use this skill carefully.
Oh, okay.
Even though stealth was a factor in the original game, the team say that this skill will change things up even further. As Miles can use camouflage mid-fight to buy himself time to get out and reset the stage if things get
And we have wall takedowns and ceiling takedowns now.
From walls or ceilings.
Yeah, there you go.
In addition to his powers, Miles also has new gadgets, like a gravity well that works by dragging into an area
I saw that one in the Game Informer.
All together into one neat point.
Then he
for Miles to
went in with a Venom
combo
punch. It was so cool. Yeah, that one we saw in the Game Informer as well. I freaking love the music. Oh, is this the one? Oh yeah, okay. We just saw this, but it's incredible. It's so incredible.
Miles Morales is an amazing character with amazing stories to tell. We know that already. So I'm excited to see how Insomniac explores this new take on his Spider-Man.
You and me both!
What was really lovely to see was that right from the beginning of the game, it's underscored how positive and encouraging the relationship between Peter Parker and Miles is. Peter already knows Miles is Spider-Man, but Miles still has a long way to go before he overcomes his self-doubt and accepts himself as Spider-Man too.
That is so
cool. I
cool.
love Peter Parker because he's an earnest, good-hearted nerd who just wants to do the right thing for the people around
Peter's
him.
The GOAT.
And Miles is coming from just the same place. So to see the two celebrated as Spidey in the same in-game universe and see New York through Miles' eyes is very exciting.
Oh, this part, man.
I can't wait to see some more of Miles' new suits and hear more of his
You and me both.
It's gonna be
that Crimson
really
Cowl suit is looking
see the world
so good.
In love with him.
Peter Parker has been around for over 60 years. He has a tremendous audience. People love Peter Parker because of his universal appeal. Spider-Man is
we relate to him so much, you know?
Hearts across multiple generations. Miles Morales is being introduced to the world, pretty recently, and the
in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa, that's dope! What?
Hit.
Look at this art.
And our game sort of introduced Miles before that, but yeah, we're letting the world get to learn to love Miles Morales. So
it's his time now. I'm happy.
Peter is going to have the deeper love connection. We believe this game has an opportunity to open up their hearts to a new hero, and Miles is a super aspirational kid, someone that we hope people look up to. I'm excited to see, even though he might have self-doubts at the top, ultimately the journey is him gaining confidence and understanding who he is as a person.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
Goosebumps each time.
Your dad said that. He was right. Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
So will you be picking up Spider-Man Miles Morales?
Hell yes!
We'll be covering the game
Spider-Cat costume there
to the PS5 launch. So do stay tuned and subscribe.
I'm gonna be rocking this costume the whole time, man.
And by the way,
the double team with Spider-Cat and Oh my god! Look this takedown! Oh my god! As a cat lover, because you guys know I have a cat. His name is Angel. That was very satisfying. Awesome, man. I was about to say Game Informer. Eurogamer did an amazing coverage here. I'm really happy. What I was saying before in terms of the whole thing where Rhino takes down Peter and everything. Honestly speaking, a lot of people were kind of, sort of upset and everything about the fact that, okay, sure, Peter took down both Scorpion and Rhino in the first game and everything, but I'm one of those people who's looking at it like in a situation where you can't win every battle, sometimes maybe there's, because I trust Insomniac and their storytelling in terms of, the Spider-Man character, so I'm sure they're gonna explain exactly how, Peter was taken down, and everything, because maybe he was put in a situation where maybe he had to save civilians, maybe, and then Rhino got, got the upper hand of him in the process of saving those civilians and then took him down. So I'm not really worried per se, but the fact that Miles has got us back is, the most important thing at the end of the day. Back the hell. Oh my god, that Venom punch there was so amazing. But guys, let me know what you think down below. 3 more weeks left until the game is in our hands. Just a couple of weeks and then, we'll be playing it, man. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to find out more. Immediately Game Informer releases their J. Jonah Jameson coverage and everything of the character, whatever. I'll definitely do a reaction. But yeah, this was a pretty lengthy video. video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please do me a favor if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'd really appreciate that. Give the video a thumbs up for the hype of Miles Morales. You know, or Spider-Man Miles Morales PS5. And PS4. It's gonna be on PS4 too. But please just give the video a thumbs up for the hype of Miles Morales. I'm so excited. Those new scenes with Rhino and everything. The quick time events. You could see Peter running in the background there, saving civilians as, you know, as Miles is trying to direct Rhino in the right direction. That way he doesn't, like, you know, did I say that away? That way he doesn't, like, hit any civilians or anything. It was so awesome. Miles saved the baby. It was so cool, man. I'm so happy, and I cannot wait to see more. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future reaction videos, live streams, or walkthroughs. Follow me on all my social media, Twitter and Instagram. They'll be down below in the description. Shout out to one of my Patreons to know me. You can become a Patreon yourself by clicking the link in the description down below. So you can become a Patreon, and I will always give you a shout out in every single one of my videos. But anyway, guys, please do me a favor, take care of each other, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Be yourself, be greater, you know the tagline. Let's freaking go.
She was a bad, nevertheless.